Hello, Fantastic 3 learners! This is Teacher Rhea, your English teacher, welcoming you to another exciting and fun learning experience in English. And I made this video to help you understand what your performance task number 2 is all about. Please get the task sheet that I provided and make sure you are holding it. As you can see, this second performance has two options. And what are these options? The role play and the comic strip it. Let's talk about option number 1, the role play. You can see on the upper portion of your task sheet the directions. Let's read the directions for the role play. First, complete the dialogue with appropriate sentences. Choose your answer from the box. Below the box, you can see the dialogue. And there are blank spaces where you are going to write your answer to complete the dialogue. We can see that we have 7 blank spaces. After completing the dialogue, pair up with your friend or sibling. Read and rehearse the completed dialogue. Role play each scene with your partner. After the dialogue, you will see reminders coming from me. Let us read them. Before the role play, make sure to introduce yourself and your partner. Sample. Good morning, teacher. I am Juan Matapang from grade 3 Magsaysay. This is my friend Pipito Galang. We are now ready for the role play. If you've chosen this task, you don't need to submit the task sheet. Paste it on your notebook. Have fun and good luck! How will I assess or grade your performance? Of course, I am going to use the rubric for scoring. Let us read the indicators. Content, role play delivery, pronunciation, tone and intonation, and clarity. You will receive 3 stars or 3 points if you have completed the dialogue with correct sentences. The role play is well rehearsed and delivered smoothly, and there is much enthusiasm and confidence in the recitation. Accurate pronunciation of all words are evident. Showed excellent use of tone and intonation. Both tone and intonation were appropriate for the context of the role play. And speech was clear and comprehensible at all time. You will get 2 stars or good if you have completed the dialogue with 1 to 3 mistakes. The role play is rehearsed and delivered but with few pauses, and there is some enthusiasm and confidence in the recitation. Most words are pronounced correctly with 3 to 5 mispronounced words. Showed good use of tone and intonation, however, some was inappropriate for the context at times. And speech was awkward at times but always understandable. And you will receive a fair score with 1 star or 1 point if you have completed the dialogue with 4 to 7 mistakes. The role play appears unrehearsed and the recitation lacks enthusiasm and confidence. 6 or more words are pronounced incorrectly. You showed little change in tone and intonation. Speech was slightly robotic, showing very little emotion. And speech was awkward and incomprehensible to understand some of the time. After rehearsing or practicing the role play with your partner, ask someone to take a video of your dialogue. Then send it privately to FB Messenger account name Magsaysay. So this is my Facebook account. Some of you may ask, Teacher, what if we don't have a cell phone? Teacher, I am shy. I cannot perform yet in front of the camera. That should not be a problem. Let's go to option number 2, comic strip making. This is for those who have no Android phone yet and are camera shy. Let us read the directions for comic strip it task. Make your own comic strip. Use the dialogue comic strip template with characters below. The topic or theme? Two kids are talking about what a diary is and how to write a diary entry. You are going to write their conversation in the speech bubbles. So these are the speech bubbles. You will see that we have 10 speech bubbles. You are going to write your sentences there. Okay? Don't forget to use the different kinds of sentences. What are these? The interrogative sentence or the asking sentence, the exclamatory sentence, the sentence that expresses a strong feeling, the declarative sentence or the telling sentence, and the imperative sentence that gives command or asking for request. Of course, do not forget to use the proper punctuation marks. And how am I going to grade or assess your performance? Of course, I am going to use the rubric for scoring. What are the indicators? Let's read. Number of written sentences, variety of sentences, correctness, presentation of the dialogue, and progression of conversation. You will receive 3 stars or 3 points if you have written 10 or more sentences. Use 4 different types of sentences. Sentences are complete and meaningful, no mistake. They begin with capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. And observe correct spelling of words. The conversation is clear and related with topic they are talking. Then, smooth flow of conversation is evident in the comic strip. You will receive 2 stars or good if you have written 9 to 6 sentences. You use 3 different types of sentences. The sentences are complete and meaningful but with 1 to 3 mistakes. The conversation is clear but has 1 to 3 unrelated topics. And there is a smooth progression of conversation which is not completely shown in the comic strip. And you will receive 1 star or fair if you have written 5 sentences or less. You only use 2 types of sentences. The sentence has 4 and more mistakes. The conversation is not clear and has 4 and more unrelated topics. And smooth progression of conversation is not shown. I am going to write the scores here and then your total score. Reminder, if you have chosen the comic strip making, you don't need to do the role play. Cut the page to where it is folded. Write your name, grade, and section. Lastly, submit this to your teacher. Okay, so I hope this instructional video that I made have helped you to understand our performance task number 2. Remember, you have to choose only one. Isa lang po ang pipiliin mo, whether it's the role play or the comic strip it task. So you've got this. Best of luck and have fun!